Ever channeled your inner Millhouse and thought, when are they gonna get to the fireworks factory? Mortal Kombat, a movie directed by newcomer Simon McQuoid, written by Greg Russo and Dave Callahan. I want to say right off the bat, big mistake choosing a newcomer who'd never directed a movie before to direct your kick-ass fighting franchise movie. There are so many directors on this planet who specialize in making whoop-ass fighting movies, and you use none of them. You use a newcomer. Because I'm telling you right now, the fight scenes in this movie are not engaging, and that's a problem. Because fighting is a big part of Mortal Kombat. In fact, it's the biggest part of Mortal Kombat. Don't give me this shit, it's all about the stories and all this kind of shit. No, all that stuff is just window dressing for what you want. And that's what really fun action movies tend to do. The plot's just window dressing to get some more badass action scenes happening. Except, this story sucks too. All these people who are like descendants from Scorpion have a birthmark or something like that. And then they're chosen to defend Earthrealm from the Outworld. And Earthrealm's lost 9 straight tournaments. So if they lose one more, Outworld can fucking beat them. So I don't understand, like, why do you need to beat them 10 times? You beat them, like, once? Maybe best 2 out of 3? Best 3 out of 5? Is that what Raiden and Earthrealm were doing? Like, just changing how many times you should win? And this time, the people that are chosen to fight for Earthrealm, well, they're headed by a guy named Cole. Who is Cole? Well, he is not any Mortal Kombat character I know. He's our eyes into this new world of Mortal Kombat that's been around for nearly 30 years or something. And I'm watching this and I'm like, why Cole? Why is this character? Why does this character exist? Why couldn't it be someone cool like Liu Kang or Johnny Cage, someone we know and care about going into this? And instead, we follow this really lame dude named Cole, who sucks the entire movie. You cut out all the Cole sections, this movie's immediately better. Immediately. It's not great still, but it's immediately better without him in it. And the plot of this movie is you've got to get these guys with the birthmark together to train them up for Mortal Kombat. And then the bad guys are trying to stop them from training. Man, it's not good when your fight scenes suck and your story's lame. It really isn't. But there are some really good elements in this movie. Most of them involve Josh Lawson, who plays Kano. Ah, wonderful. He steals the show. In fact, if there's one person who deserves to blow up after this movie, it's Josh Lawson. I want to see more of him. I've seen him in a few other things before, mostly TV shows, but man, put this guy in other movies and shit. He's great. And I like seeing Mehcad Brooks as Jax. I liked him in Supergirl as Jimmy Olsen, and I always felt they did that character dirty. So to see him turn up in something high profile, even if it's shit, is still pretty cool. I liked that. And I feel like they get some of the vibes of the characters quite right, but the movie's just uninteresting and it's not filled with what you want to see. Because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the tournament never happens. They never get to the fireworks factory. And I'm left thinking, where's the rest of the fucking movie? You don't have a tournament in your adaptation of a tournament fighter. So I'm going to give you my score right now, and then I'm going to talk about some shit, because this movie sucks, and I've got to get some stuff off my chest. This movie's awful. Don't go and see it. It's not even fun bad. You know what fun bad? You know what I mean by fun bad. Like Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation from the 90s. They're fun bad. You know, it's cheesy, but they're interesting and fun to watch. This is not interesting and wasn't fun to watch. It gets a 3 out of 10. The 3 points it does get, Kano. And Kano isn't even one of my favourite Mortal Kombat characters anyway. I always thought he was, well, kind of shit. And he's the best dude in this movie. So here, while I tear up the score, here is where I'm going to do the spoilers. As soon as I throw this up in the air, if you don't want spoilers, turn it off. Oh, give me a like, dislike, share, and subscribe. Alright, here's some spoilers. Just things that I noticed in the movie that really annoyed me. So, the tournament never happens because the bad guys from Outworld travel to the Earth realm and try to take out all the good guys. And I'm thinking to myself, if you've already won 9 tournaments, why do you need to cheat to beat this one? Especially when it's obvious that the people who you have to fight against is shit. Why don't you just let the tournament happen? I don't understand that. You've won, and how many times in a row do you have to win? Like, they've won 9 times, and they're worried about this time? Why? Cole sucks. Liu Kang feels like a bit of a wimp. Sonya's pretty kick-ass. But, yeah. Why did they need to cheat? This whole movie is them cheating before the fucking tournament even starts. There's no... You watch this whole movie waiting, hoping for a tournament. You know, Sub-Zero versus Liu Kang. Fight. Tournament style. It never freaking happens. If you like Scorpion, he's barely in the movie. He's in the start, then he comes in for one other scene towards the end. And in the end, he's getting his comeuppance fight with Sub-Zero, and I'm like, alright, all the other fights have sucked. Maybe this one, finally, will have a really kick-ass fight. He needs help! And it's the lame-ass Cole dude that helps him. That's stupid. As I said, erase Cole from existence, this movie's immediately better. Probably 20 minutes shorter too, which would have been nice. Or you could have used that 20 minutes to have a fucking tournament. There's these scenes where Cole's training and he sucks. So they send his ass home. But Sonya, who doesn't have a birthmark, and they keep reminding her she has no right to be there, they let her stay. And I'm like, what? They waste characters. And they don't use ones that you want them to use. Fucking Liu Kang doesn't turn up until like after 30 minutes. I'm watching all this shit with Cole going, where's Liu Kang? Johnny Cage is not even in the movie. And I'm like, wait, what? 30 minutes for Liu Kang, and he's a kind of wimpy. And no Johnny Cage at all. So if you want your tournament, which actually will have Mortal Kombat in it, I guess you got to wait till the next one. And I know they probably do this shit in the video games and stuff too, but what the fuck are the Elder Gods doing? How do they not know people are cheating? Why isn't Raiden going, oi, I'm not allowed to interfere, but just so you know, guys, like, Outward's cheating. Even though they're 9-0, they're cheating. Like, I really didn't like this movie. There's little logic in it. It doesn't have anywhere near enough of the shit you actually want to see in a Mortal Kombat movie. And there's very little to be impressed with. Kano. Kano wins. This movie's crap. With a K. Now, yeah, alright. If I could tear it up, you know what? I want to tear it up again. Once wasn't enough. And it's only fair that I get my catharsis after watching such an abysmal fight movie. Oh, it's still a 3 out of 10. If you watch, it's one of those movies where you watch it and you're not having a good time, and then your brain kicks in, you're like, wait, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense, and this doesn't make sense. This is really stupid, and I hate it. How do you fuck this up? No, I guess video game adaptation. No one seems to be able to do a good one.